Boy, y'all time is up. When I say y'all time is up, boy, this shit over. You see it? Look around. Y'all time up, man. I don't know what else to fucking tell you, man. Bend over and kiss your ass goodbye. Your time is up. Message!
All right. Shalom. It's your brother Yawanathan, about all the world coming at you in the lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shah. First and foremost, as always, I want to start by giving all praises and glorifications to Yahweh by Shemal Shah, by Shemer Kakadash, the bonds to the apostles and elders, a great millstone well. Peace, love, salutations to the hopeful elect, got the four corners of earth, preaching his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom. And like Jake said, man, hey, you Edomites, man, your time is up. And by the way, this is going to be another weekly MOTB video. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shah. But as you brothers and sisters just seen, all right, this video entitled TikTok, all right, uploaded by the beloved brother, with the Hopeful Elect 3 channel. All right, talking about you Edomites. All right, and we know there's all kind of scriptures alluding, all right, to Esau's time winding down. All right, which I'm about to go into it in a second. But you Edomites, man, you might as well push that MOTB. All right, you might as well go ahead and implement it now, because your time is pretty much up. Because once that happens, that's your ass, man. That's why you act like you ain't too much in a hurry when it comes to that. Because you know, once you pull the trigger on that, like I said, that's your ass, man. And the Most High is going to move in on you. Okay, the Lord, Yahweh Shah, is going to move in. He's going to come back, crack those clouds, and take his throne, man, and overthrow you devils. All right, but you don't have no choice, man. Because, hey, like the scripture says in Job, which I'm about to get in a second, you will not pass the time appointed. Okay, you will not pass the boundaries appointed, man. Okay, matter of fact, let me get that now. So let me get that now, man. This is Job chapter 14, verse 5. It says, "Sing, his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds, they cannot pass." So it's already set, it's already predestinated, because the scriptures say that everything's predestinated. That's why there's no free will. Free will is a myth. Free will is a farce. Okay, it doesn't exist, man, because everything, like I said, is predestinated. Okay, the proof of that is simply the scriptures. Well, that's why you have prophecies, and one of the main prophecies that you're about to have come to pass is the MOTB, the RFID Micro C hip, because the Lord is forcing his hand with you devils, man. He's making you put some pep in your step. All right, that's why he had you do what you did with our run, right? Went ahead and attacked the expedite prophecy. Okay, because hey, you know you gotta you're on a time limit. You're on borrowed time, so to speak. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look up that phrase on borrowed time. Let's see what that says, man. Okay, let me see, on borrowed time. Let's see what the AI mode says. Okay, it says so like, let me do something real quick. Okay, this is the phrase on borrowed time. It says the phrase on borrowed time is an English idiom meaning to continue living or functioning past the point when death or failure was expected. All right, let me see. It implies that a situation is temporary and that the debt of time will soon have to be repaid. Right. Hey, your rulership, man. Hey, the atrocities you committed on the nation of Israel is going to be paid back. real soon, man. Okay? It's going to be paid back real soon. Okay? So let me read this again, this idiom. It says, the phrase on borrowed time is an English idiom meaning to continue living or functioning past the point when death and failure was expected. Right? So your kingdom is at its end. Okay? And you're not gonna function, all right, past your rulership, because the Lord gave you this rulership, and He gave you a set time, all right, to rule. Okay, you're only in rulership because the Most High allowed you to get in rulership, man. Okay, and you're not gonna go past the point, all right, because you're at the point of no return right now with this war. Okay, let me see what else it says. Let me see. See if it give me anything else. So like, okay, it says let me read this part. It says, to the point when death or failure is expected. Yeah, your kingdom is failing. Okay, and like I said, you was at a point of no return. That debt of slavery is going to be paid, man. Okay, so let's go back to Job 14:5. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. All right, so you only was given this rulership. You wasn't set up, all right, to rule forever, man. Okay, and you're the end of the world. Let's get that. Okay, because that's why you better push that chip, man. Hey, you devils pursuing, I'm gonna get that too. Lamentations 4. All right, you better rejoice and be glad, because hey, your time is up, man. 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Right? So Esau is the end of the world. Esau being you so-called white people, starting with you elites. Right? You Edomites. You're the end of this world, right? Because the scriptures say the earth abideth forever. Right? The earth abideth forever. So it's just your world, your rulership, your heaven is about to come to an end. So again, from the top it says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob, who is Jacob? So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. In this case, starting with the elect, right? All right. It says, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. So we gonna be the next one, starting with Yahushua, down to King David, the governing body, all right, of the 144,000. We're gonna be the next ones to rule in your stead. So, like I said, you better push that chip, man. Okay, you better come with it hard, because the scriptures say you're gonna come down having great wrath, because you know your time is short. Okay, and you're gonna come down having great wrath, pushing that RFID micro C hip, man, with force. Okay, by the means of life and death, man. Okay, because you on that borrowed time. It's gonna be like this devil has nothing to lose, which he have everything to lose when it's time for him to push that chip. So this is Lamentations 4:20. It says, no, 21. Starting at verse 21, I'm gonna read down to verse 22. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, right? Who is Edom? So-called white people, all right? It says that dwellers in the land of Uz, and Uz is America. Okay? It says, the cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. Right? All the philosophies you pushed on upon the planet Earth. These other nations been drunk off your wine, coming over here, living deliciously, and their women coming over here, living deliciously and being Babylonianized, westernized and shit. Your time is up, man. So you better rejoice. Right? You in final seconds of your kingdom, man. Or should I say queendom. Verse 22, it says, the punishment of thine iniquity, which iniquity is what? Sin upon sin, is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. Right? Talking about Israel. It says he will no more carry thee away into captivity. Right. It's the last captivity right here. We ain't gonna have to worry about going on another nation after this one, especially you Edomites, man, because this is the worst captivity we ever been in. That's why we want you to push that chip. We can't wait till the chip comes, because that means, hey, the kingdom of heaven is right there at the door, man. All right. It says he will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom, right? Referring you Edomites again, so-called white people, right? O daughter of Edom, he will discover thy sins, and your sins have been discovered. Okay, you have been exposed, man, from the PDF files and all kind of other wickedness you've been doing, man. Primarily due to prophets, you've been exposed. Your skeletons has been thrown out the closet. Okay, your dirty laundry has been exposed, thrown out the closet. Hey, you're in dire straits, man. So, hey, the only thing left for you to do is to push that MOTB again and come down having great wrath, because your time is short, man. Matter of fact, I'm going to end it off on that. Let's get Revelations 12:12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe, meaning destruction, to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, which is Esau, Edom, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So that borrowed time, that short time you're on, you know you ain't gonna pass the boundaries appointed. And by the way, y'all been trying to mess with that y'all been messing with that Project Looking Glass, which is giving you your fate. Okay, all right, the Project Looking Glass is letting you know you're not gonna pass that time appointed, man. You ain't gonna go overtime in your rulership. Okay, Salakia. Make sure okay, you're not gonna go overtime in your rulership, so you devils are done. So again, you might as well push that MOTB right now. All right, you might as well expedite your rulership more, because you're done. You devils are done. So with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. Like I said, this is another MOTB. Let's do the spirit and power Yahweh Shema Shah. All right, I'm gonna sign off by saying again, all praises and glorifications goes to Yahweh Shema Shah, Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great minister and well. Peace, love, salutation to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of earth, preaching this word in truth and sincerity. I'm saying Shalom and Kwame Yasha Allah. Shalom.